Greetings to the panel and thank you for being part of this symposium. My name is Njabulo Hadebe and the topic of my abstract is the IsiZulu next word prediction model. The structure of my presentation goes as follows. Firstly, I'll be having the introduction, aim and objectives, what is the word prediction, methods or the steps, and lastly is the conclusion of my presentation. Firstly, let me outline that this is an in-progress project which I started early this year. The project is motivated by the availability of IsiZulu corpus, which is the data that can be used to develop any human language technology. This model will be developed through the IsiZulu corpus, the n-gram model, and the smoothing theory. Currently, I am still working on the corpus data because this is going to be a corpus-based model. The model should be able to predict at least 60% of the occurring terms and 40% of the general terms. So therefore, the data that is going to be needed more is the data that is going to come from the academic documents. The aim and the objective goes as follows. Number one, the aim is to provide an overview of the IsiZulu next word prediction model, and the objective are to indicate how the model will be developed and also to contribute to the body of knowledge of natural language processing for African languages. To give a bigger picture of the word prediction, Singh and Stremel have formally defined the word prediction as the estimating the next word or words that have the high probability of the following sequence of the word. I've also provided the two examples, as we can see, ugogo upheka up until umama uhamba. Then the model will choose using the n-gram algorithm the following word and suggest that word to the user. Mostly we use the word prediction, the emails, Microsoft, spell checker, etc. Even in our apps that we use in the phones, we have the word prediction, but the difference is that the word prediction that I use within our apps is that it stores the words in a short-term memory. You will find that if maybe you are losing the data in the phone, the data that have been stored for word prediction is also lost. So that is why it is having a short memory. As I stated in the introduction, that this project is the project that is going to consist of IsiZulu corpus data, the n-gram, and also the testing method, of which is the smoothing method. The first phase that we are going to do with the corpus is the pre-processing phase. In the pre-processing, we are going to have the cleaning and also the tokenizing. In the cleaning, we'll be focusing on the removal of the extra spaces between the sentences, and also to remove the unknown characters in the data. Lastly, we are going to check if all the characters are at the lowercase. Secondly, we will further tokenize our corpus to determine the number of words. This will help us in the unigram process in the second phase. Our second phase will be the probability counting or occurrence word counting by adopting the n-gram method. Our n-gram method will consist of unigram, as the formula is given here. 2 is the bigram, lastly is the trigram. Unigram only check word with high probability and suggest that word to the user. While on the other hand, bigram and trigram depend mostly on the previous words to predict the following word. These grams apply the naive Bayes theory. By that, our model should be able to check word using probability counting and suggest accordingly. Then to test our model, we will apply the advanced smoothing theory. The theory will help us to check if our corpus have enough data or words with lowest probability counting. By that, we'll be able to identify if our corpus data is sufficient or more data is needed for us to proceed with identifying or else predicting the words. To conclude, I am hoping that this project will be a success and will be merged with the IsiZulu spell checker to further advance the development of IsiZulu spell checker. By that, I wish to thank this opportunity.